Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out! Oh my God! KO in midair!
Hey, good morning guys, and we're back here finally, and it's been about a week since I put a video up, but as I said, videos be a little tempered because of controller situation, and I don't want to run out of vids, so, yeah. But today we're back, and we have two games on my two favorite maps for light tanks, and we're in the T49 with the 128mm, what the hell, it's too early in the morning, 152mm gun. Yeah. So first game is on Mount Ofka. Second game is on Westfield. You know, the best of the best light tank maps in the game. But like I said, I did kind of running out of vids, and I don't like to feature these maps all the time because I know, on terms of getting games, they're, I want to say easy, but they're the best maps to get games on. So I know they can get kind of repetitive, but make do with what we have, and yeah, so we're gonna go to a pretty standard position. It's in counter, so I'm not the biggest fan of encounter on this map because it almost, at least it feels like it almost always ends in a cap shortened game, which I just despise because I play this game to actually fight other tanks, not sit in a circle. But hey, whatever. So we're gonna do the standard bush initially. The spot is super obvious, but first shot 40 meters away, and oh, that poor T49, that poor soul, we just one shot at him. Yeah, the joy of being top tier. And then we also get one of their, I don't know if that was us, but yes it was. We actually spot one of their arties, and our arty takes them out, so we get 380 assists there. So really good start to this game. We one-shotted a tank, and we got one of their arties out of the game. Not much better start to a game than that. So, and there's another tank that just gets one shot, and we got all the assists for that. So, the game, start so far, we're going to go with it going pretty good. Got their arty out of the game. Two of their tanks have been one shot, one by me, one by the SU-14 arty. I can't remember if that was the tier 8 or the tier 7. Kind of missed it. I think that may have been the tier 7 if that was SU-14-1, but whatever.
Ready to fire.
So now we're kind of moving up in the world and try and pen the tier 8 T92 right there, but unfortunately it's eaten by its tracks, so that's why it doesn't pen. But we still do about over 400 damage because it has no armor. So, eh. But now we're kind of in my usual position on this map, which is this middle kind of slight ridge line. You gotta be a little careful here because you're really vulnerable to arty, but you're also vulnerable to guys that going up the hill if they decide to shoot down on you. But it's a really good spot. And you see here we get the spot on the Scorpion G again. We line up the shot. It's not fully aimed, but unfortunately we're only about 100 meters away and it still misses, which is kind of a shame. Most of the time I think that shot hits, but unfortunately for us that time it does not. So things shot down a little bit from the start. Still around 4,000 combined-ish, a little shy of it. And again, looking for another shot on the Scorpion G. Body backs off, and we don't have a shot on him. So we're keeping our gun pointed at him because it looks like he keeps popping back up. So we're just gonna lock our gun in place here and just kind of swivel around and look. We probably had a shot on that T28, but by the time I would have aimed in there, he would have already been up the hill. So there's really no point. I felt it was kind of better just to keep my gun aimed here at the Scorpion G's position. Maybe he would pop back up and we can easy shot into him and hopefully take him out of the game. And then I could have got really aggressive and gone down to the dip below him, but I decided not to. But unfortunately, finally we get spotted by their T92 again. And now we're going to try to line up a shot on this Pershing who's going up the hill, but he's not using the cover of the hill. He's on the crest of the hill, which is a big mistake. So we do put a shot into him and track him, but nobody on our team is really in a position to shoot him, it looks like. Once we're tanks through, they're on top of the hill or they're down in the field, it looks like. We don't really have much in the way of support, honestly, at this point. It's kind of disappointing. except for Artie, who's been doing some decent work this game. As the Pershing looks at us, we're kind of moving back and forth. Not exactly expecting him to actually hit me, just based off some of the play, but yeah, he does not. But then he gets smacked by probably some kind of TD. That may have been ours sitting back there. And then we channel into Chuck Norris memes or something and just hit him on the move for the remainder of his health somehow. And even though we're reloading, I'm still going to go on this damage too. I don't know if this is the best play. Now looking back at this, for some reason I thought I had support here, so he's going to put shots into me. But I don't know, I guess I was just confident that I'd hit this shot right here and take him out. Luckily I did, because if not, I may have been in trouble there, frankly. I had really no support. I don't really recommend that was the best play. But it worked out. We were able to connect our one shot, and that really is all that matters. If it works, I guess it's the right play, but in reality, that's a closer game. That's a really risky play, just in my opinion. So that's something I'd always really recommend there, to kind of calculating it again, I guess. But again, we spot there already. Not a hard kill, especially side on. But unfortunately for us, we are kind of in the open here. But we do have this little ridgeline to protect us from their Ferdinand, so we can get unspotted, and then just go off the ridgeline, use the bushes for cover. We're probably going to get spotted, because we're not really double bushing, I think. But it doesn't really matter. He gets hit before, and then we set him on fire again. So it's 2 tanks we set on fire this game. And taking out 2 tier 8 TDs, honestly. And we're up to around 7k combined. Almost a little bit over. And as well as picking up 5 kills. Now, I don't know if we're going to pick up the top gun on the Tiger. I don't think so. It's too far back. Too many tanks are already up on position if he gets spotted. So in reality, the likelihood of us actually getting there and getting the top gun are very low. But I'm always going to try. Fighting through some lag. And should have just probably snapshot it there. Realize he's in the open and nobody's going to hit. Or he's going to miss that, so might as well just snapshot it and seeing what happened. And gave it our best shot with RNG, but it doesn't happen. So, finish up with 5 kills. Just over 7k combined. Also got the scout medal, which is always so important. But yeah, really good game to finish, start off on. And just, I think really we're just gonna move on to the next game on my favorite map. Granted, it is not gonna be North Spawn. It's gonna be from the other spawn. It's gonna be similar to the Canonian the Panzer 105 game I posted maybe about 2 weeks ago now, something around there. There we go. The transition pops up. But yeah, we're gonna go to about F6-ish behind one of the buildings. It's the general spot I always tend to go to, just because it's easy to spot them on the 0 line going across, basically. As you've seen in probably a lot of vids, it's almost as common as me going to the position on North Spawn on this map. And while you're probably not going to get as much assisted, usually, it can still be really, really good, especially for damage. And you can still have really good assisted games on this side. It's just not as common. You may pick up a couple thousand assisted. You can have a fruit game, but that North Spawn, you can usually rack up 3k assists plus easy. Versus this one, you may get 1,000 assists, maybe 2,000, which is still good. But just the sheer consistency with it, I tend to do 3,000 to 4,000 assists or more on that northern spawn is ridiculous, as well as just doing damage from that spawn as well. But yeah, pretty standard spot we're going to, and hopefully, again, I think we're top tier. Hopefully we can put some shots into some guys crossing initially, but this is a little different because now we have a light tank on their team who's going full balls to the wall, ham. So we gotta kind of take cover, use the building to make sure we don't get shot. But rather than our shot actually connecting, we do take out the fence in front of us, which is just pivotal to this game. I mean, honestly, that fence was just really hampering us there, so hopefully he has property insurance for that, but, you know, it's not our concern. We try to aim up the shot on the Lycan. Our shot just whiffs through the air, giving him a nice gust of breeze, and hopefully that really cooled him off there. But, yeah. Lycan's dead, which is good for us. There's still 3 other light tanks in this matchup, which is kind of insane. But like I said, we get a lot of spots on their team crossing, and then we land a nice juicy shot into the TVP crossing for 900 damage. So that's pretty ideal for us, for that to hit. And then we spot another one of their light tanks, our team does. So I'm going to just stay in the bush, bide my time. I know if I fire at this point, I'm going to get spotted. But now the light tank is out of my line of sight. He's still in my render range, so from my detection range. So if he was in line of sight, he would spot me, but he's not in line of sight. He's down below in the valley, so I don't have to worry about getting spotted, at least from him. However, if there are other tanks, then I would have an issue that have that kind of range. But now we're out of our line of detection radius, and we're going to put a shot into the Inferno for a couple hundred more damage. Not going to pen him, at least not consistently from the side there. And now our Hawk is going full yellow mode, which is not surprising. I don't understand what makes you think that's a good idea. It's not. Yeah, you're going to get some spots, and that's about it, as you put another shot into the Inferno. And really, this is what you can... This is like a shooting range at this point. They can't spot me, I can spot them, and they're just sitting still, letting me full pen them, which is just so, or not full pen, they're just getting nice easy shots. As 45 TP so graciously gives me his side, and we're able to full pen him as well. Granted, not for like full damage roll, but we take him off the board for 700 damage. So, nice result so far. I'm not going to get tons of XP from this. You kind of see that, because I don't know if we're totally spotting all these guys ourselves. We would be if we were the only tank on this side of the map, but there's a lot of our team on that side, especially some really pushed up light tanks, and yeah, I doubt we're actually spotting them. But now I smell blood in the water. There's a Borsig, and man, I love some Borsigs in my T49, and we just give him a nice little rundown for about 900 damage and run away. Luckily, he didn't hit us. He had the big gun, which I don't know why so many Borsigs use that big derpy gun. I guess it works, but this is something I've seen a lot. I don't know. But we leave him with a nice, probably like sliver of 200 damage left. I'm sure he appreciates that. Now we can see all that's left on their side really is their 2 Tier 9 TDs only. Their heavy's getting surrounded and pushed. I'm looking for a sliver of hope on this Tortoise's cupola. You never know. But most of the time, that's never going to happen. And now at this point, I've actually decided, hey, there's some TDs that I can pen from the sides with heat, but I can't pen them with HE. Let me actually pay attention to what ammo I'm using for once in this tank. And now we're just going to dump a nice old heat shell on the side of the Yag Tiger and just be on our way. And careful not to ram into him. And now we're going to try to do the same thing to the Tortoise. It's a little more difficult than Tortoise. Has a little bit more armor on the sides. Really ideally I'd want to shoot the Tortoise in the rear here. But he's actually paying attention to the mini-map, which is kind of surprising. Again, that's not that surprising, it's that balanced. We only have 150 millimeters of pen, and that slightly was angled. We really need to hit the engine deck here if we want a chance of actually penetrating this guy. Again, it's kind of surprising he's actually turning from me. There's so many tanks facing the other way. And we're going to use that to our advantage. Our turtle or tank, whatever the hell, I'm not going to put the shot into him, track him. And then we're going to just squeeze one into his engine deck and damage him, and then we're just trying to get the hell out of the way. We may give our tank a little love tap, which is, sorry. But,
They destroyed one of our tanks.
yeah.
Enemy
I don't want to eat a shot. I don't want to die. Granted, I'm on full health, but I've had RNG screaming before, so I'd rather not have it happen. So we just snap one there. I was really hoping that would go under his tank, because shooting the tortoise straight in the front isn't going to do as much damage as shooting underneath of him would. And at this point, I figure he's going to die before I reload. It's not really worth my time. He's only on 200 health, and there's 2 tanks still left on the hill. So rather than just maybe getting a sliver of health there, maybe I would have killed him here. I'd rather go chase the damage up top. I wasn't sure how much health these guys were on. The Centurion's on life support, but the Hellhound's still fairly healthy, still 500 damage on the board there. So I've got my eyes set right on him, and we're making a beeline towards that tier 8 German light tank. And hopefully we can finish the game off with a little bit more damage here. I was really hoping to maybe pen this guy, but I'm not really surprised. Yeah, shoot him inside, it tracks him. We get about 300 or so, a little over 380 damage there to finish the game off, and our other teammate finishes him off with the kill. So, 2 good games in the T49. Again, hopefully we'll be able to put more vids out consistently soon. I don't know. It's probably going to be not next week, but the following week. I would more guess so. Just because next week is Thanksgiving. So I'll be home for the holidays and such, and I will not be on or about. But you could probably expect a little more vids because it's pretty much winter. So I really won't be out and about doing as much stuff. So take that with what you will. And I hope you enjoyed, and I will hopefully catch you guys next time. And hopefully I will get a new controller soon, and I will be able to get some more games for you guys. So until then, see ya.